Billions are leaving Africa every single year because of one hidden industry. What if I told you that one of the most profitable aviation businesses in Nigeria has absolutely nothing to do with owning an airline? Not passengers, not ticket sales, not airport terminals, but something far more powerful. Something airlines cannot survive without. Aircraft maintenance. Because every single plane you see in the sky is a flying machine under constant inspection. And here's the shocking reality. Many Nigerian aircraft still leave the country just to get repaired. Think about that carefully. Africa's largest economy, one of Africa's busiest aviation markets, a nation of over 200 million people. Yet billions of dollars quietly leave the continent through aviation maintenance outsourcing. Now ask yourself this: who is making all that money? Because somebody is. And the investors who understand this hidden industry early could position themselves ahead of one of Africa's most overlooked infrastructure opportunities. Tonight, the Diaspora Project Media uncovers why aviation maintenance hangars are becoming strategic infrastructure assets, why Nigeria's growing fleet is creating massive hidden demand, why foreign companies dominate this market, and why this sector could become one of Africa's highest yield infrastructure plays. This is not just aviation. This is hidden money, hidden intelligence, and hidden infrastructure wealth. Stay with us, because this story becomes much bigger than most people realize. Welcome to the Diaspora Project Media, your home for premium African investment intelligence, infrastructure analysis, hidden business opportunities, and the untold economic stories shaping Africa's future. If you enjoy deep documentaries about African infrastructure, aviation, logistics, trade, energy, and strategic investments, subscribe now. Because Africa's next generation of wealth may come from industries most people are still ignoring. Section 1. Why aviation maintenance is a billion-dollar business. Aircraft must be maintained constantly. Most people think airlines make money from flying aircraft, but behind every successful airline is an enormous maintenance ecosystem. Because aviation is one of the most tightly regulated industries on Earth. Every aircraft requires routine checks, engine inspections, structural maintenance, component replacements, safety certification, technical diagnostics. And these inspections are not optional. They are mandatory, meaning airlines must spend money continuously just to keep aircraft operational. Now here's where things become interesting. Every hour an aircraft is grounded costs money. Massive money. Delayed schedules, lost ticket revenue, hotel costs, crew downtime, operational disruption. So airlines desperately need efficient maintenance systems. That necessity creates recurring demand. And recurring demand creates powerful infrastructure businesses. This is why countries like Singapore, Dubai, Turkey, Ethiopia invested heavily in aviation maintenance infrastructure. Because whoever controls maintenance capacity controls aviation influence. And aviation influence creates foreign exchange, skilled jobs, aerospace ecosystems, regional airline traffic, technical industries. Now Nigeria is entering that conversation, and investors are paying attention. Section 2. Nigeria's aviation market is growing fast. Nigeria's fleet is expanding. Nigeria's aviation market is expanding rapidly. Domestic travel is increasing. Regional trade is increasing. Diaspora movement is increasing. Cargo movement is increasing. Business travel is increasing. And as road transportation faces growing pressure, air travel becomes even more critical. This means more aircraft entering operation. More aircraft means more maintenance demand. But here is the dangerous imbalance. Nigeria's fleet growth is moving faster than maintenance infrastructure expansion. And that gap creates opportunity. Because infrastructure shortages create pricing power, especially in industries where customers have no choice, and airlines have no choice. Aircraft maintenance is mandatory. That means maintenance demand becomes recurring, predictable, and strategically valuable. Section 3. The billions leaving Africa. Africa still exports aviation maintenance revenue. For years, African airlines have sent aircraft abroad for heavy maintenance. Europe, Middle East, Asia, even neighboring African countries. That means African money leaves Africa. Not because Africa lacks aircraft, but because Africa lacks enough advanced maintenance capacity. And this creates one of the continent's most overlooked financial leakages. Because maintenance is high-value technical revenue, the kind of revenue advanced economies love. Now imagine if Nigeria captured even part of that market internally. Imagine West African aircraft being serviced in Nigerian hangars. Imagine the technical ecosystem created around it. Engineering schools, aircraft parts supply chains, aerospace technology, high-income technical jobs. This is how nations build industrial depth. Quietly, strategically, through infrastructure. Before we continue, if you're enjoying this premium investment analysis, subscribe to the Diaspora Project Media now. Because we uncover hidden African industries most people completely overlook. Also hit the like button. It helps more people discover the future of African investment opportunities. And tell us in the comments, would you invest in aviation infrastructure in Africa? Section 4. Why aviation hangars are high-yield infrastructure. Recurring revenue infrastructure. Now let's talk about the real investment intelligence. Why are aviation maintenance hangars considered high-yield infrastructure? Because unlike one-time construction projects, maintenance facilities generate recurring operational revenue. Aircraft require maintenance continuously, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. That means demand never truly disappears. And once airlines trust a facility, they often return repeatedly. That creates long-term commercial relationships. Now combine that with limited competition, and the economics become very interesting, especially in regions with growing aviation traffic. The strategic value becomes even larger when a country becomes a regional maintenance hub, because then aircraft from neighboring countries begin arriving for service. And that creates foreign exchange inflow, regional influence, aviation clustering, technical specialization. This is why advanced aviation economies aggressively invest in maintenance infrastructure. Not because it looks glamorous, but because it creates durable economic systems. This is the Diaspora Project Media, where we uncover hidden African investment intelligence shaping the future. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe now for more premium African business analysis.